Greetings, friends. Reformed Stoic here, back again with another video. So, I figured I'd jump on this topic while it's hot. The Paris Olympics opening ceremony dinner thing. This is kind of like business as usual for me with current happenings and events. Everyone's like, oh, did you see the thing that literally everybody's talking about and literally every grifter is talking about? And it happens. You know, I wake up one day and just another day, and man, I got my own problems, and man, like, what am I gonna do with my life? My morning routine is kind of like slowly wake up and make my coffee and brush my teeth, and go to the bathroom. It takes like half an hour, and I'm kind of groggy. And now I've actually added some qigong stuff before I even do that, so it's even longer. So, you know, starting my day, thinking about my life, and then eventually I turn on YouTube. It's one of the first things I do after my whole thing. And I pretty much turn on YouTube, and it's like, did you see the thing that everybody in the world is talking about? And it's like, whoa. Okay. Whoa. Like, everybody's talking about the Olympics. And then I'm just like, I'll watch it later. I'll figure out what's going on later. Because it is like an instinct. It's not something that I consciously think. I just don't care about the current thing. I just really don't. A lot of people virtue signal like they don't care about the current thing, but they usually jump on some sort of a current thing. There's different brands of current things. Like, this is kind of like the right-wing conservative Christian current thing. It's like, okay, yeah, at some point, I'll check it out. But, you know, I got like a lot of other things that I'm focusing on. Like literally anything else. Like, I gotta pet my cats and I gotta do other. So today, I finally decide, it's like, you know what? We should probably watch this thing. Literally everybody's talking about it. So I start looking for clips of it, and I can't find it. And then I finally find this guy, Jaden Forrest, is making a video commentating about it. And then he starts slowly playing the clip. And I had heard some kind of perspectives on this before I got to that. I'd just kind of seen stuff out of the corner of my eyes before I got there. And one of the first thing I noticed, the first thing I do when I'm looking at this dinner table is I start counting people. Because what you're looking for is 12 apostles and then Christ. And before they get to the blue guy on the table, it wasn't 12, it was like 9, I believe. And then you count the blue guy, and then it's like 10. So it's not the same amount of people as the Last Supper. And I saw a couple of people, some of these new channels I've been checking out, somebody's like, oh, you know, Christians are freaking out over nothing. This is portraying Dionysius. And I'm looking at some pictures on a Google search. Maybe I'll superimpose a couple of those pictures when I edit this video. But I look up these pictures of Dionysius and like this supposedly early Dionysian art, and it's like, yeah, that kind of looks like what we're looking at here. So let me just get into my thoughts on this. This doesn't need to be a long video, like for real. I believe that I'm starting to kind of understand this whole like kind of outrage ritual psyop culture in terms of the like how people just kind of, let's push the button that triggers Christians at the drop of a hat. And then all of the grifters come online and are like, wow, this is an absolute outrage. This is a mockery. And it's usually designed for optimal, you could call it gaslighting, but I think they ingrain a flaw. They ingrain something, they custom design this to outrage the Christian establishment and Christianity. And it's also inherently designed, oh, how do I describe this? Like, they have an explanation for how you're wrong. It's like, oh, that's not actually the Last Supper. It's the Dionysian feast. And when you look at the design, it really is. But the establishment grifters are misleading the Christians. So they have this event, and it's like, hey, let's just push the button that outrages all of Christianity. Boop! Ah! And then the grifters are like making sure to lead you into it. It's like, they're saying that it's not the Last Supper, but it really is. And oh my gosh, Christians need to do something. Everybody needs to take a stand. And then the timing is like the grifters get to it right after it happens. And then, they start scrubbing the videos. You're getting led into this narrative. And then after like 2 or 3 days of the PSYOP by design Christian outrage, then the architects of this entire like outrage ritual reveal information that makes it evident that you've kind of like walked into this trap. You have flipped out about something that's later revealed to be like, oh, it's not even the Last Supper. It's a Dionysian thing. And, there's history in Paris of this and yada, yada. I still don't really know all of the details of it. I saw the white horse, but first and foremost, even if my analysis isn't like so brilliant, this isn't really about, I've brilliantly analyzed all the details and it's actually not a mockery of the Last Supper. Everything is about bait. Everything is bait. I think I made a video, everything is bait. If I haven't, I need to make that video. Everything's bait, dude. Outrage and freaking out never does anything. Ever. Like, this is in line with the path that I'm going. This is in line with the path of detachment, remove all created things, step into this void to return to a God space. Like, the idea in layman's terms is like, hey, let's press the button that makes all of Christianity go loony. And then the hidden hand, the powers that be, the elite that does exist and was behind this, they relax in their armchair in their mansion and Christian tears, yummy. But we have to do something, Stoic. And hey, you just told everybody that you're a Satanist, or hey, you just told everybody you're not a Christian anymore, so now you're evil. That's why you're not freaking out, because you're not a real Christian now. It's like, bro, they press the Christian tears button, and then Alex Jones and Russell Brand and Joe Rogan and Andrew Tate and every freaking glowy grifter. It's like, this is absolutely ridiculous and everybody needs to flip out. And, the elite who crafted all this are just, Christian tears. Oh, turn on Fox News. This is an outrage. It's clearly the Last Supper. And it's just, they design it so it's not even gaslighting. Like, they will explain how it's not the Last Supper. And it's all by design, you guys. It's designed for this process. The thing happens, Christians are immediately outraged because it's clearly weird, okay? It's a bunch of, like, bearded, fat Transformers in disguise doing something weird. Like, yeah, it's pagan, okay? They're doing a weird pagan thing. And then the grifters step in and explain how this is why you need to be mad. This is all the reasons that it's really, really, really what you think it is. And then the official explanation comes out. Christians are overreacting. This is the Dionysian Last Supper. It really had nothing to do with you. And then they have all these counter narratives. They just released the Trump is weird thing. And like, it's all by design, bro. And it's like, you don't need the big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like, well, because it's by design, and you gotta do, like, dude, here's what you do. You just, who cares? Like, you wake up one morning and drink your coffee, and a bunch of sweaty, like, hairy, bearded, fat Transformers get in your face, like, hey, I'll bet this makes you really mad, doesn't it? Whoa, man. Like, first of all, back up a little bit. I just don't want to be that close to you there, buddy. And then they're not close to you. It's on TV, and it's like, just think of it as like a South Park thing. Like, all these, like, hairy men dressed as women. Like, I'll bet this makes you so mad, doesn't it? Not really. Nope. But it's on the TV and it's on the Olympics. No, man, I'll bet you're so mad. Nope. Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Tate, and you really need to be mad. Nope. Don't care. Nothing to do with me. Who cares? But it's pagan. It's on TV. Well, yeah, everybody knows, like, the establishment exists, and we've derived that it's some sort of paganism, and this is their show. So, but it exists, and it happened, and didn't you hear Andrew Tate? Didn't you hear Russell Brand? Didn't you hear Joe Rogan? They told you to freak out. If we don't do something, what? What happens if we do something? You walk into a trap. It's this designed counter movement where everything's rehearsed, and you're gonna do a duck, 1, 2, 3, and they're gonna do a back, bam! And you're gonna look like an idiot. And then the leftist part of the establishment is gonna, like, bro, you're designed to lose, man. The movie that I think is relevant to this is Small Soldiers, where the Gorgonites, by design, are meant to lose to the Commandos. Like, the Commandos are designed to defeat the Gorgonites, who are designed to lose, and you kind of have to, like, transcend the material design, and you have to stop playing your role if you're ever going to win. Because this whole Hegelian dialectic design, yeah, the left is designed to win. The left is the university establishment. Everybody's taught in university how to, like, see through far-right, pro-Trump Christian stuff. And then the right-wingers, like, drop out of school, something's not right here, and then you go on 4chan, and then you get groomed by feds. It's like, well, just make sure to sign up for my Telegram, and then you get groomed by feds to get destroyed. You get radicalized in honeypots run by the government, designing your entire movement to be radical and to lose. Whereas the left is a part of the universities and going through education and getting master's degrees, maybe PhDs, and they're designed to win. And you're designed to get more and more frustrated, more and more radical. I mean, what do Christians think is happening right now? It's like, oh, where are we in Revelations? And oh my gosh, how mad do I have to be? Like, we have to be, oh, okay, according to Revelations, this is how mad I have to be, and we're gonna do something. And you're like diving through the aisles of, you're like, uh-oh, there's the radicalized Christians in Walmart. And you're like diving through aisles and ducking and dodging and, quick, everybody, the end of the world is coming. Didn't you see the Olympics? And you guys, they have your emotions under control. And I believe that all the churches are establishment, you know, the Jesuits, Knights of Columbus, or undercover CIA Protestant missionaries, or Freemasons in charge of the Protestants and Baptists. Like, all the churches are establishment. They all play along, okay? Not everybody. There's a lot of people who are good-hearted and they don't see the bigger picture, but basically, bro, when you turn on the TV and you see some weird pagan crap where it's a bunch of, like, hairy men doing a bunch of weird stuff dressed as women, you're just like, wow, that's cringe. Anyway. So, I know every, like, grifter who has, like, a grift fake audience, everybody on YouTube who has a following, because only grifters are allowed to get followings on YouTube. That's why my channel's not successful. because I speak the truth and because I'm not a grifter and because I have not been blessed by the establishment to be allowed to grow. Nothing triggers the establishment more than somebody who genuinely garnered an art audience organically. It's like, well, I have a philosophy channel and I'm good at philosophy, and I'm not a part of Night Media that Mr. Beast or other big YouTubers are a part of. I'm just somebody who studied stuff and passionately speaks about things, and I'm just going to make a YouTube. And wow, people are organically coming to my channel because they're interested in the niche that I have, and they like learning from someone who's well-spoken. Nothing triggers the establishment more than that. Every single popular YouTuber is a grifter who's been blessed by the establishment and allowed to be there. And if you're like me and you're organically gaining steam, you will be attacked by the system. Because they're trying to create the illusion that YouTube isn't like the television. It's like, man, isn't it crazy to think that we used to watch TV where everybody was part of studios and actors and like everything was carefully, monitored before it's allowed to be on TV, and now we're in this like libertarian paradise where YouTube, and it's the wild, wild west on YouTube, man. I'll tell you what. Mr. Beast, who's managed by Night Media, which has connections to Disney and the CIA, man, he just worked really hard and he just organically developed an audience. And I think he did for a little bit, and then, and then he took a deal, and then he bowed down to the establishment. But, oh no, yeah, there's really an elite. And yeah, they really like designed that thing that you saw. But what's also designed is your outrage. And it's now being revealed that it's actually the Dionysian feast, Chud. And it's like, you want to say, but that's gaslighting. No. It's like, no. It really is the Dionysian feast, because you're taking part in a dance. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-do, la-di-da-da. Okay, Chuddies. And 1, 2, 3, 4. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-do. I'm so mad. The pagans rule the world, and now I'm mad in exactly the way they want me to be, and I'm gonna say all the lines. No! Now you're doing your part of the dance, bro. And you're designed to lose. You're being groomed to lose. And your tears on tap. It's like the elite has a water fountain. They have, like in Mr. Deeds, what's it called? Mr. Deeds. It's just called Mr. Deeds, I think, with Adam Sandler. He has a water fountain with Hawaiian Punch. They have a water fountain with Christian tears. And you are supplying those tears because Daddy Alex Jones and Daddy Joe Rogan and Daddy Andrew Tate and Daddy insert grifter here. The main one, we were starting to wonder about all this snow. This guy's name is just, he was like not that great of an actor, and he wasn't that funny, and now he's like the leading grifter, and I just can't remember his name. Russell Brand. It's like, man, this guy was a Freemason, but now it seems kind of like he's the real deal. Dude, that guy is like the leader of the Christian outrage. Your tear's on tap for the elite. So what you do is when you see a bunch of hairy Transformers on TV, like, doesn't this make you mad? Does it look at, or you just, wow, that happened, and please stay away from me and my family, and alrighty then, I'm gonna move on with my day. But how can we trust you, Stoic? You just revealed that you're a horrible person. I'm just not gonna do the dance anymore. I'm just not gonna play the part. I realized that we're all in this weird, big, cosmic play, and there's people who love your reactions and your suffering. Everything's okay. Nobody's burning in eternal torture, because that doesn't exist, because that was made up by the government to be like, you have to submit to our establishment or else you're gonna be tortured forever. I saw through that. I realized that we're having this temporary experience, and you can learn things here, and you can help people, and you can learn to detach from suffering. You can teach others to detach from suffering. I think that's what Christ was trying to do. And I'm just not gonna play my part anymore. I'm not gonna, okay, Chuddy, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not showing up anymore. Okay, Chuddy, and 1, 2, 3. Say the line, Chuddy. Can we get Alex Jones? Oh, yeah, it's time for you to get mad. Andrew Tate, can we get Andrew Tate? Yeah, you need to get mad, everybody. Like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? We have to do something. Oh, hey, I was an actor out the snow, and now you going. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna play drums. I'm gonna read. Nope. Don't have a reaction to the television, guys. Don't have a reaction to the big, weird, Freemasonic, pagan play, because the Christian establishment actually, like, they're working with the play. Everybody's part of the play, and you're supposed to just provide tears on cue. And I'd recommend that you don't do it anymore, guys. So, yeah. I don't care. I don't care about anything that happens on TV. As far as, like, is that the pale horse of Revelation? Like, is Revelation happening? I don't know. I think they want you to think it's happening. I think this whole thing with what happened in 2020, and it looks like we're here. It looks like we're here, and then the right wing grifters tell you that we're here and we're here and we're here, and I don't know, man. Like, I just wouldn't worry about it, because all you have to do is be a good person. All you have to do is, judge lest not ye be judged. Peck the log out of your own eye. Worry about yourself. Like, are you a good person? Are you being good to people? Are you a Heilig? See, in Gnosticism, Heiligs are the people who are basically incapable of like enlightenment and ascension. And to me, they sound exactly like narcissists, and they also sound exactly like what Christ was referring to in context of Matthew 7. Because not everybody who says to me, Lord, Lord, will, not everybody who says, Lord, Lord, will be saved. Well, I think he's referring to narcissists. I think he's referring to judgmental people who are obsessed with judging others, trying to pick specks out of other people's eyes, not addressing the log in their own eye, not treating other people the way they wanted to be treated, not loving your neighbor, not showing that you follow me by your love for one another. Jesus preached love, and you just relax, and you be good to people, and you make sure that you're not treating people like trash. And just, to reiterate one last time, when a bunch of, like, overweight, hairy cross-dressers on TV, you're like, alrighty then. So anyway, that's my take. God bless.